Those who are in favor will say yes. Those who are against will say no.
Soviet Union, yes. The United States, yes.
The resolution of the DUC Committee for Palestine was adopted by 33 votes, 13 against, 10 abstentions.
When we were first established, it was in order to reestablish the State of Israel.
We are advocates. We are unafraid to take forceful positions, to call out wrongdoing when we see it, and we're unapologetic about it.
Well, of course, this is utter nonsense. We're not going to allow your threats of murdering people. This tells you their real intentions. Truth is not a political position.
The ZOA is the only organization that has credibility with the administration in Washington, with the administration in Jerusalem, with the media, with key national Jewish leaders.
The Center for Law and Justice is the legal arm of the ZOA.
The ZOA Center for Law and Justice led the fight to finally have Jews included under Title VI of the Civil Rights Act.
We filed a groundbreaking case back in 2004 against the University of California at Irvine to protect Jewish students on that campus. It was the first case of anti-Semitism that the federal government ever agreed to investigate.
Until we had this reinterpreted, it was primarily African Americans and Hispanics and such who were covered by this law protecting those people from harassment and discrimination. Now Jews are covered under harassment and discrimination.
Our government relations department works with members of Congress to advise, educate, and keep them apprised of all of the issues relating to Israel.
We have full-time professionals who meets with members of Congress or their staffers every day of the week. ZOA has filed many amicus briefs to the Supreme Court on issues that affect our agenda. It was ZOA who initiated, with Senator John Kyle, the bill to move the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem. Because of ZOA's campaigns, harsh critics of Israel were denied their official post that they were going to have. Because of ZOA's campaign against Strobe Talbot, who compared Israel to Iraq, he was never made Secretary of State. Salam al-Mariyati, who said that Israel shouldn't even exist, was withdrawn as a candidate for the National Commission on Terrorism because of our campaign. Charles Freeman, who was appointed as the National Intelligence Director, a harsh critic of Israel, he complained bitterly that it's because of ZOA he lost that post. Joe Zogby, who had a high position in the State Department, who called Israel a monster and made many other harsh statements against Israel, he suddenly resigned his post and went elsewhere because of our campaign.
The ZOA campus department consists of campus coordinators throughout the country who work with students in their regions to educate about Israel, to tell the truth about Israel, and to give students the tools to stand up for Israel.
They need the help of ZOA. They need to know that their thinking on Israel is not wrong. They need to know that they can't be bullied because they support Israel. That's really what our campus professionals do. They provide a platform, they help provide safety, they help provide support.
We have one-of-a-kind trips to Israel that we run twice a year, one in the winter session and one over the summer. This is a trip like no other. College kids from campuses across the country go to Israel and they see areas and they speak to people that most kids on these college trips don't ever get to do or see.
We bring students and others to Ma'ale Adumim, to Efrat, Ariel, Hebron. They learn firsthand that these are not tent cities on a hill. These are wonderful families with wonderful children, raising them, just wanting to live a decent and honorable life.
They really learn the reality of what life in Israel is like and the challenges that Israelis face every single day. And the hope is that they go back to their campuses, fired up and educated and ready to tell the truth about what is going on in Israel and what Israel is facing every single day.
Zionism has sometimes become a negative word or a dirty word, and it's so far from the truth. There is one Jewish state in the entire world. If people think that the Jewish people could survive in the current environment and climate without the Jewish state of Israel, they're sadly mistaken. ZOA is needed more now than ever. We need your help, we need your support, we need your involvement. There are many ways to be soldiers for the Jewish people and the state of Israel. You don't need to be in a tank or jumping from a plane. You can be there for Israel, you can write letters to the editors, you can appear at rallies, you can lead a rally, you can host a ZOA program. There are lots of things you can do. We need your time, we need your money, we need your commitment, and we need your involvement.
I believe we are the most important pro-Israel organization in the United States. I wish there were 10 ZOAs, but there's only one. No one else is promoting the issues that we promote courageously.
ZOA is focused on the safety, security, survival, and continuity of the state of Israel and the Jews in the United States. And that's what we're about.
I will continue to stand with Mort as a symbol of Zionist unity. So please welcome a great Jewish leader and my friend, Mort Klein.
Since its founding in 1897, the ZOA has played a key role in mobilizing support for the idea of a Jewish state and then afterwards for the state of Israel. And as we celebrate Israel's 70th birthday, I want to express my deep appreciation for all the good work that you have done over the years. The people of Israel appreciate you, and the people of Israel and I thank you.